South Carolina DMV officials are once again encouraging people to get the real ID if they haven't done so already.
That original deadline for Americans to get one was scheduled for last October, but it got pushed back due to the pandemic, giving you a little bit more time. Fox Carolina's Dorsey is live this morning from the DMV over in Spartanburg, breaking down what we need to know.
Oh yeah, SCDMV officials, they're saying right now it's really time to start renewing their efforts and let people know if they want to start traveling again this fall, they're going to need to start thinking about this now. Now, we looked through the website all throughout this morning, and it's a relatively simple process, but it's definitely one that you're not going to want to wait for. You don't want to be stuck in the long lines at the DMV trying to get this done on October 1st. Now, you're going to need it for a lot of different things. We need to talk about this. Flying domestic or visiting any military space, you're going to need it for. Also, to enter secure federal buildings, you're going to need it. Now, the ID isn't going to be split into two different cards, so you don't have to worry about that. Once you get it, it has two functions. Either it's a real ID license or a real ID that has no driving privileges. It's just your standard ID, of course, with that little gold star at the top. So what you're going to need to do to get it, take a look at this list that we completed for you this morning. You'll see it on your screen. You're going to need these to bring into the DMV to get that real ID. Now, proof of identity, that could either be a birth certificate or a passport. You're going to need your social security number, two proofs of your current South Carolina address, either your current driver's license, if it isn't suspended, of course, or a utility bill that shows your name and address that has no more than 3 months old. Now, in the past, we've covered opportunities to be able to get your DMV in places like the airport and other kind of pop-up events that they had. But right now, we don't know of any of those that are scheduled. You're going to need to show up at the DMV with those items that I just told you about. That way you can get your real ID. Guys.